guys, it's Jennifer with Courtside Tennis After Hours, where the stores might be closed, but we are setting up tips and tricks so you are ready when you're courtside. So today I'm going to address a question we get asked is, when should I get my backup racket restrung? So a lot of you might have a second racket in your bag, maybe you have three because you're one that breaks strings, or maybe if you don't break strings, you're just overly cautious and you don't ever want to be in that position, which would be the worst thing ever. If you're in a match, you pop a string and there's no way to continue. So if you have a backup racket, when should you get it strung? So easy answer to that, the same time that you get your primary racket restrung. And the reason for that is I personally don't believe that there should be a primary and a secondary if you're playing with the same stick. If it's the same exact racket, the same generation and everything, you should alternate them evenly. So you play with one day, you play with the next the other day. Reason for that is, let's say you do pop a string on your primary racket, you go to grab your backup racket in your bag, and it's going to play totally different because you've been playing with that main racket for so long that the strings are broken in, the tension has gone down, it feels totally different. When you grab the new racket out of your bag, the tension is going to be tight. It's just going to play different. So I would play with them evenly. So if you ever are in a match, you pop your racket, pop your string, grab your backup, and it's going to be playing the same. Now, what do you do if you're saying, okay, well, they're both evenly played with, the strings are worn equally on both? You really need to just kind of pay attention to the notching of it. So the way to do that, you just kind of move your crosses down and you look at if they are, and you can move your mains over. So you move your mains over. If there's like notching right here, you want to get them restrung when it's about halfway through the string. If it's about halfway through the string, that's kind of usually a good indicator that you're getting close to popping a string. So just kind of look at that. Just keep a good eye on the notching of them. Now, let's say if you have a backup racket that's just kind of a cheap racket or something totally different than your primary racket, and I get maybe not wanting to alternate because, the newer racket's your favorite, then on the backup one, you should be getting that strung at least as many times a week you play with it. And many times a week as you play with it, that's as many times a year. So if you're twice a week, every 6 months. But let's say it just sits there because it's just in case you pop a string. You still want to get it strung at least once a year. Even if you have not touched that stick for a whole year, it's just been sitting in your bag just in case you break a string, you still want to get it strung once a year because the strings will eventually go dead and they're not going to be giving you everything that you need when you eventually do need that racket. So that is my opinion on how often you should be getting your backup rackets restrung. I would love to hear what you guys do. Go ahead and comment below, and then make sure you guys also subscribe and turn on notifications because we are giving away a Courtside Tennis and Pickleball gift card to everybody that subscribes to our channel. We'll select one person every few weeks, so just make sure that you subscribe for your chance to win, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.